position. So the things I like in your setup and swing, we'll talk about that first in the setup. Club face is squared up behind the center of the ball, no problems there. Club and ball are center of your stance. I've given you a 7-iron, so that's ideal. Feet are about just inside shoulder width, but for a short to mid-length club, that's perfect for being able to compress that ball and shift weight. Alignment of your body, feet, hips, and shoulders here are lined up perpendicular to the club face angle. What I mentioned, though, was you get longer clubs in your setup. That right hand, by being too far over your shoulders, will take on an open alignment potentially, right? So to keep the shoulders square, to take it back more in one piece, you got to get that right hand a little more, grip it more in the fingers as opposed to the lifeline of your hand, so the right hand's a little more underneath. That'll also allow that right arm to soften. See how mine's tucked in and softened? You can see part of my left forearm. We can just see that right arm only, right? Yeah. So unless you're hitting thousands of balls a week, which I'm sure you don't have time to do, timing is going to become an issue, right, for recovery. So everything else, including your balance, is very good as well. The one other thing I'd suggest for you to do is, by softening that right arm, you might just have a tendency just to step back a little bit, so you get yourself a little more space and extension. We don't want to have your arms and hands too close to your body, because it's going to involve you having to hitch the club around your body to get it back. And we're going to watch that right now in the takeaway. So during your takeaway, let's take a look at the move. You can see how the club head's got to almost kind of just slide itself a little bit forward or outside the ball target line slightly, a little hitch, so it moves out. That kind of helps soften that elbow a little bit. So as you continue back from there, now your wrist end open. You can see how the club head's pointing skywardly, the toe of the club. So basically you're having to fan the club open a little bit, right? Because in order to keep that club head squared, you have to be able to keep that arm tucked in to take it back in one piece. So that involves a little bit of recovery. So it goes out, club face rolls open. You get to the top. Good position at the top as far as the left forearm and wrist are straight. Made a pretty good turn. And from that position, now we're going to watch how you recover on the way down. So from there, you drop the club in. You can see very close though, right? And you've done a good job to be able to get that club squared up to the ball, but by being a little crowded and having to reroute the club back, you could be off a little bit, and it's all timing. This one you timed nicely. But there are a couple I can see that flared on even with the practice balls. So a little more room, soften that right arm and hand a little bit so you can take it back in one piece, and the club face doesn't have to be needed to be opened or rolled and then closed again and timed.